live chat. There we go. All right, it's working. It's going. Put it on that far there. You got it fired. There's good. I'll get that fixed in just a second. Oh, hold on. Forgot to add your music here. Maybe it did. That's what I'm looking for. Hello, Stacy. How you doing? Hey, I'm here. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing, Cindy? How you doing, Cindy? How you doing? So you do it right there. Quickest way. Hello, Jessica. How you doing? How you doing? Golly, that fire's bright on that camera, ain't it? Dad, Jim. Hold on a minute. Sit there and walk. Oh, that's just Dad, Jim. What that did? Hang on a minute. There's something off that camera off there with it. Might have some ashes on it or something. Everybody with me just a second. There we go. There, got it. There, got it. It probably had some ashes on the lens there, I would about guess. That and dust and every damn thing else. Hey, I hope y'all are doing, what you know what today is. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday. I've lost the whole day there somewhere. Seems like. Yeah, but I hope y'all doing good on this Wednesday evening. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to do a video, I really didn't. But you know what? I found out with, this is night number 8, I think, in a row, and this ain't the first one. First of the 8 that I didn't want to do. There was other nights, but I know that. I mean, how do I say this? Somebody learned something from it. Let's just say it like that. Somebody learned something from it. And I learned that when most of the time that's the devil is saying, "Hey, don't do it, video. Don't do it there," because he knows if I do, it's going to help somebody, because that's how the Lord works. And he don't like that. So I said, well, as bad as I don't want to, we all have them days where sometimes some days you feel better than you did the other days. You know, today's just one of them days. When I was out there chopping wood yesterday, and I like an idiot, I chopped down, and when I did that piece of wood, well, it's actually I saved it. I saved it. It's this piece of wood right here, but it went up and flung around. Son, it come down and hit me right there on top of the head. Bloodied my head up there pretty good, but I've had a headache all day long, just so it I just ain't felt too good today. But hey, you know what? The devil also told me that my head was hurting too bad and I couldn't. I was like, nah, it ain't hurting that bad. I'm hard-headed, first off. Hard-headed redhead. That's number 2. And they might be, there's a lot of hard-headed people out there, but there ain't too many hard-headed redheads. Well, if you're a redhead, I promise you are hard-headed, but there ain't too many of us. That's a different kind of hard-headedness, I think. As you can see, I'm live. But wait, we'll just get the fire going. What y'all been doing? What y'all been doing on this? Hey, random Appalachian American female, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. What y'all been doing on this Wednesday evening? Cindy says, I'm so glad you're keeping going live. Well, hey, see, right there. Somebody appreciates it, so there you go, devil. What do you think about that, devil? Somebody appreciates it, punk. I like to come out here in the backyard and just physically fight. It makes me so mad sometimes. Anybody else get like that? Get so mad you just want to call the devil out to the yard and fight him? I'd like to sometimes. Been on a good deal. Yeah, you better. That's smart. That's smart because they are. I think everybody needs to be prepared right now. Yeah, in your face, devil. That's exactly right. I'm telling you. Yeah, but we've all had them days where some days you just don't feel good. Some days better. Some days are better than others. Well, I promise if you start right now and you start doing videos from now and then 8 days later, one of them days you ain't gonna feel good. Maybe 3 or 4 of them you ain't gonna feel good. I don't know. I am whosoever. Hey, I appreciate that. That's a good thing to have. The good wood stove. Right now. I thank the Lord. I've got this. Just basically in my man cave and like my. Well, honestly, I mean, of course, it's a lot more work, you know, to cook on one of these because you got to keep a fire going at a certain temperature. You know, it's a, you know, back in the olden days, it was a real art. You know, now our stoves, we set them on a certain temperature and the food cooks perfect. You know, back in the olden days when this right here is all people had. You imagine how your great-great-great-grandma had to sit, or maybe your aunt, or maybe your mom, or your dad, or somebody, your uncle, somebody, but they had to literally sit and keep poking and keep putting wood in this thing to be able to keep the surface up here a certain temperature so it'd be able to cook food, man. A lot of people don't realize how much work was involved in that. But you know what? I think that made them people that much stronger because, I mean, we've got so dadgum lazy. It's almost like they got some people have robots come make their own food for them. But it took a lot of work to keep that fire. As you can see, look, check it. Fire went out. It's out. And granted, I got a piece of hardwood in there, and there's some green wood that I just cut in there yesterday. I know what the issue is. I've got plenty. I've got a wall full of daggum kindling over there, cardboard, all kinds of stuff that I'm needing to burn. And that's one reason I'm putting that green in there. Well, look there, I didn't have to touch it. It just fired right back up. Just so I can burn some of this cardboard and stuff and it not get too big. It's kind of oven control or fire control, if you will. Depending on how big you want your heat, depending on what you put inside there. You know, if I put solid wood in there, I could have the top of this thing looking like stove eye, you know, red, cherry hot. Yeah, I've got a bunch of just cardboard boxes from whether it be generators or propane heaters or air conditioners or these little 1500 watt heaters or more propane heaters and convection heaters. It's just boxes, big cardboard. It seems like everything every time you buy something else in a humongous cardboard box. Hey, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. She said, I look forward to you coming live with us. Thanks. And the reason I read those comments out loud like that is because I don't have this set for 18 and under. Now, I encourage you to let your kids do watch because I don't think I do anything I think a kid should learn how to build a fire. A kid should learn about the Bible and about the Lord. I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't hit the under 18 thing because it squeezes your channel down. It gets more eyeballs on your channel, and it's just gonna be a matter of time where I'm not gonna be allowed to talk about what I just said on here. So that's the reason I read your name and your comment out loud. Now, like I said, if y'all are commenting in between each other, this and that, then I'll just let y'all talk. But if you're talking directly to me, when somebody goes back and watches this replay, they're gonna have, what's he talking about? And trust me, if I go back and watch my own replays a lot of times, and I get confused at my own video, that's pretty bad. So I was like, from now on, I'm gonna start reading the name and comment. That way people will have context of what I'm talking about. Hello, Deborah. Hello. Hello. Random Black American female says, I'm listening to Jamie, but my hands are going to be busy doing work I have to get done. Well, I appreciate that. That basically means she ain't going to be able to read the comments there, and she ain't going to be able to chat back. But she'll be able to hear my big mouth. Kay Shelton says, we used to burn coal in our stove. Yep, and go up down the railroad tracks to pick it up. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea. This is hard to... Yeah, that is a good idea. I mean, coal was an amazing thing. I remember my papa and them, that's what they used, coal all the time. A piece of coal, one chunk of coal burned a long time. I'd like to find some. I do remember when I was a kid going up down the railroad tracks, and I bet you they still some. You might just gave me an idea. You might just gave me an idea. Y'all see right here, like I said, if I was wanting to cook or something, I'd put more in there. Right now, I'm trying to get rid of old boxes. These boxes, as you can see how easy that's tearing? They're just dry rotted. They're just basically not even a good box. See, it's like, see how crisp that is? It comes apart so easy. It's not even really good for storing anything in, because trust me, take my advice on this. When you fill the bottom of one up, if it's got any kind of weight to it, when you pick it up, the whole bottom, seam and all, will bust out. So it's best if you get rid of this junk. Well, we say, Jamie, why are you burning brand new boxes? Well, because they've dry rotted. They've been bought to move or whatever, and they've just been put in like a storage place, and they've been sitting there, and they're dry rotted. You can't use them no more. Adventures with Mikey. How you doing, buddy? I seen your comment there a few minutes ago and got sidetracked, buddy. My bad. Hey, I seen your chair there, man. That thing's awesome. I'm happy you got that thing, buddy. Now, next, I need to see some brown on the ground with some big antlers or something, man. You're going to have to, I mean, you can't get that daggone thing and not go kill some big old deer, buddy. So that's the next thing I want to see. Brown on the ground. And preferably with its head, like, almost straight up looking at you. Its antlers are so big. That's what I'd like to see, little buddy. That's what I'd like to see. I'll go ahead and hit on this while I'm at it there. I had several people that reached out. I know there's a rally this weekend in Arkansas there, and they've been people coming commenting, you know, and I talked about it a few or so nights ago, and with the guy that me and Daniel was going to ride with there, he's having car issues as well, so he's not going to be able to make it. So we're not going to be able to make it. And you know, for the people back on the Patriot side of this, used to, you know, between 70 and 80 some rallies that I've been to, majority of them leading up to the, you know, maybe even right before the rally, you know, I'd have auctions and this and that, and you know, I don't do that anymore. I didn't do that on this one. This one here was kind of supposed to have been taken care of, and I guess just stuff happens, you know, plans fall through or whatever happened. But what I'm getting at is that we're not going to be there. I mean, unless somebody's got like a private jet, we're not going to be there. That's just it. I hate to. I mean, it is what it is, you know. That's we were willing to do the 12, 13 hour drive, whatever it takes, and all that. But I get, man, people have. I mean, I'm in a situation myself. Stuff happens, man. These new cars and older cars, any 2000s up cars that they make are junk. They don't last long, and you know, you gotta have issues. But I do appreciate Jonathan Garcia there, because he was the one that was going to be coming we was gonna roll with him down through there, and like I said, he's having car issues, so keep him in your prayers as well. But I do appreciate him trying there and that, and like I said, guys, stuff happens. I'm trying to think. If we were basically, let's say it like this: if we were needed there that bad, we'd be there. I just say it like that. But that's just for the few. I know there've been a few on there saying, "Oh man, I'll see you then," and not this one, you won't. And I'll be honest with you, this one just kind of was this ain't something that I had planned or nothing like that. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a few, I know, 4, 5, 6, maybe up to 20 people in Arkansas that I've went all over this country with. I'm pretty sure the Arkansas will be took care of whatever's going on there. Like, and I don't even think this is a rally against anything. It's just like a fellowship type deal, right? But I guess it'll have to be either closer to here or, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. We didn't, like I said, we didn't plan on it. It kind of got brought up, and then next thing I know, everything's good. And then I was like, okay, that sounds great. And then car issues happen. So, I mean, that's basically what it is, I guess. I really don't have else to say it. We just ain't gonna be there, not this time. Who has heard about the 3? Supposedly there's 3 missing females right here in where I live, right here in Northeast Tennessee. 3 of them. And I mean, I don't understand what's happening to these women. How are they just? I was on here 3 or 4 nights ago, and you can go back and look. Me and somebody was in the comments, and we were talking about how if it ain't going, it has to be going on. There has to be stuff like that going on around here because the numbers don't add up if they're not. Like, we can do math. We know how to do that type of thing. When we look at statistics, and we can understand it, especially right here where we live. We got 2 major veins as far as interstates, roadways in this country, and one set runs east and west, and one runs north and south, and it's a main vein. And look, yes, I think it's happening around here, and they're definitely getting brought through here. And then all of a sudden now there's 3 women missing where I live right here. I don't understand that, guys. That's just mind blowing to me. Back in the olden days, that stuff was unheard of because people were afraid to do that type thing, People were afraid that if you was to do something like that and your neighbors find out, well, they'd drag you out of the house and hang you up on the porch, hang you up by the big street lights out there and sit and watch it on the porch. That's how that was handled. This day and time, it's like everybody's cowered down, everybody's scared to death. They need to be some kind of big group of people that put every community that puts the fear of God in these people and lets them know if you mess with anybody, we're coming after you. That's how it should be taken care of. But sadly, it's not. But I just, I remember I did share one of them, and I'm gonna find out more about it on my Facebook. Look on my Facebook page, and that's where I might be able to drag them over here as well. But if y'all see any pictures of stuff like that, send them to me on Facebook, or you can email them to me at jackhammer4979@gmail.com. Maybe we can help and maybe get some of these people found. I don't know. It's mind blowing to me that they just able to go. They just miss people just go missing like that. And the reason I say it is with the technology and stuff that we got, everybody's got a phone. Most people have more. Like, I've got a watch and a phone. This watch is trackable. That phone's trackable. There's all kinds of stuff that I carry in my pockets. I got actual trackers from the sorry cell phone service. Cell phones ain't worth a junk. T-Mobile's junk. But anyhow, I got like the actual trackers that connect to cell phone towers. I mean, it's just weird to me that people can go missing this dead time. And yeah, I get they can throw their phone away or this and that, but they'd have to have an idea some idea which direction they went from the last location they had that in their hand, There's people that would pay to go missing. Okay, Shelton says I keep my pee very close. I've said mine's always close. I don't care if I'm pooping. It's right there. It's there everywhere I'm at. And that's crazy. But I'm the same way. There's 689 people in Tennessee total missing. Golly, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And I know for a fact that when this oatmeal administration got in up there, that those numbers tripled compared to what they was. They tripled, they started doubling, and now they're tripled compared to what they was. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Yeah, I can see it though, because people are so consumed in themselves this day and time. All they do is, majority of people they got their eyes rolled back in their head and their eyeballs are looking at them because that's all they can see. They can't see nothing else. So I can definitely see how some of this stuff happening. I mean, it's sad that I've watched videos of it'd be a big Walmart parking lot or a mall or something like that, and a guy just absolutely wailing on this woman, and these other grown men just walking by, turning their head, being pansies. That's what they are. I'd probably get my mouth busted, but I bet dadgum if you're gonna do that in front of me. But what I'm getting at is a lot of men won't do it no more because deep down they're a pansy and they're scared and their nuts they used to have sucked back up in them. I reckon. I don't know what's happened to half these pansies running around here. But it makes me mad when I see that type of deal right there. And there's a man filming it. I was mad at the cameraman, and I wasn't anybody. Why didn't you help her? Pansy. Random Appalachian American female says she stopped dishes for a minute. The newest is Jessica Wagner, 37, went missing on the 20th from Baysview Court. Last seen getting into a green SUV. 37 years old. Jessica Wagner. Jessica Wagner. 37. Baysview Court. I don't know how far that is, but I'm getting ready to find out here. I'm just curious how close that is to me. Y'all give me a second here. Let me find the map something. This is definitely not my phone. It's an old, just backup phone that I can listen to music on, and I really haven't. See here. What did that say? Baysview Court. Let's see how close I am. Baysview Court. Right there. It says directions. Come on now. No. Why can't you choose? Oh, I guess it needs to. There we go. Now wait a minute. There. Wow, that's 2.7 miles is that Baysview Court is. Wow, that's not far at all. Let me look. I know exactly where that is. That's up, you go right past the Wendy's there. And it's basically right before you get to Lynn Garden there, that little neighborhood there. I think there's like a little funny roundhouse that's there, but it's up in behind that right there. Wow, that is very close. That's very close. Man, that's crazy to think. She's last seen getting into a green SUV. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Kay Shelton. Yeah, it's very, very, very close. Very close to me. That's crazy. Like 2.5 miles away is the last place she's seen. But guys, I live up on top of a hill here, and I can see 100-mile view. I can see in North Carolina, the mountains, that is. And there's a lot of the streets are technically below me, and I can see over above them, and it's just mind blowing to think it. Well, right now, there's probably something going on out there right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Did I say I had a green SUV? Man, that's the thing. I don't have. If I had a green SUV, I'd have probably brought that up. But when it comes to trying to find missing people, you can keep a little smart aleck remarks there just to yourself, there, if you don't mind. That's just a wasted comment that didn't need to happen. I kind of expected that from the other comment though, so I ain't gonna say I'm surprised. Yeah, that's crazy. But 2.7 miles. I mean, if you could do a circle right there, it may be. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's got cameras. I do. I've got many cameras. Now, Dennis Jones, would you like to look at my cameras? You want me to send you some clips? Yeah, but I know this day and time a lot of people do have cameras, and well, there had to be some footage, man. There'd have to be. That's another reason. Like all my neighbors and stuff down through there know, like that their house and stuff is covered because I've got cameras. I've got such a view up here. I've got cameras on all their property and stuff. So if something happens, and a lot of these got cameras on their own, but if it didn't, then my cameras would get it as well. Maybe. Coach Schultz says, I stay away from downtown after dark here in Kingsport. Actually, Dennis Jones, hold on a minute, bud. Let me show you something right here. I can decide. What do you want? You want 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I actually get to decide that, not you. You've been timed out for 10 minutes. So you say, I get to decide that. You see how that works? See how that works? You don't get to decide that, bud. That's not how that works in here, you know. So it's something called respect. You can learn it the easy way, or you can take 10 minutes and learn it, and then if that don't do, you can just bounce. We'll just bounce you completely out, right? That's funny. That was funny. You see, that's kind of how that works, you know. Here on my channel, yeah, that's what happens. You know, we're on here trying to talk about a legit somebody that could be in distress. You know, somebody that's in trouble right now, and then we got smart alecks like that trying to come in here and think they're going to run this channel. I got news for you. How many people haven't? Why don't you go live on your own page and do your own thing, and you ain't got to worry about what I'm doing? That'd be the smartest thing, you know. That'd be good. Yeah, I've got the control. That's something he don't understand. You know, he's learning now, you know. And when he comes back, if I let him come back, well, he better be on his best behavior, you know. I'm the boss here. See, that's how that works. You get your channel, and you can build you up some followers or subscribers or whatever, and then you can be the boss there, little man. Okay. But not over here. That's not how that works. I was trying to think of how I could put a. Hey, wait a minute. Let me look on here. Maybe I'm gonna look up. Tell me that girl's name again right here. Hold on just a second. Let me find it right here. Jessica Wagner. Wait a minute. I bet you if I go right here on this. I follow one of these pages here that it's usually got all the missing people on it around here. Well, they got everything that's going on around here, actually. Let me see if they've got anything. Let's see here. Well, wait a minute, right here. Here's one. There she is. Excuse me. Y'all can see that. Y'all can see this picture right here. How good you can see that. That's what she looks like right there. That's the Jessica Wagner. That's the one one of them that's missing from right here. Y'all maybe take a screenshot of that or something there. Just swipe the comments out of your way, take a screenshot of that, or I'm gonna share this right now on my Facebook page. Justice Jane, good evening. Let's see here. And I mean that's just one. So let me go back here. Look for the other two. Give me just a second. Let me read about what this one right here. What this specific article says. Says on October 23rd, 2023, Jessica Wagner was reported missing to the Kingsport Police Department by a person she was staying with. Wagner has a pre-existing medical condition and doesn't have her medication with her. Jessica was last seen on October 20th, 2023, getting in a green SUV around Bayview Court. Jessica is a 37-year-old white female standing approximately 5 foot 4 inches tall. Her hair is blonde, but is believed to be that she colored it dark. Anyone who sees or made known current whereabouts is asked to promptly contact detectives of Kingsport Police Department Criminal Investigations Division. And right here's a picture once again there, guys. Right there, that right there. Hey, Chris Webb, you know I ain't gonna put up no idiot on here. I was trying to see if I can find a picture of the other two. Now I do know I shared. Let me go to my page here. I do know that I shared one. It may be the same one. Let me see here. Let's see. Y'all hear? Oh, I got it in my hand here. Let me turn this music down here. Y'all hear Rambo out there in the background? Y'all give me a second and I'll find. Oh, here's the other one. Here's another one. This one here is named Holland Snap. It says she's 19 years old. She's been missing since the 22nd. Says family members of Holland Snap reported her missing to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office. They stated they last spoke with Holland on Tuesday, October the 5th, and stated that this was unusual as they normally speak with her daily. At this time, Holland's location is unknown, and anyone has information. And look, this is the picture of her. She's 19 years old right here. Hey, I'm gonna do this right here. Let's see. There you go. Hey, Chris, if he comes back, I'm gonna let you take care of him. I just give you the wrench. That way, if I'm looking down, they come back, you can just take care of him. Just bouncing completely out. Now, if he's nice, that's it. You know how I am. You already know. But I just give you the power there, bub. All right, let me see that. That's the second one. Now I'm gonna try to find. Best thing I guess I do is go to my sheriff's department page. There's the first one on there. Let me look here. Supposedly there's 3, and I found 2. I'm looking for the third one. Matter of fact, which it may not be. Wait a minute, what that right there say? Let me look on the TBI's page here too. Pretty sure. That's what I'm doing. I'm scrolling through looking for the others. There's 3 females right here where I live missing, and I'm trying to find the other. Maybe this is. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's Wilson County. That's a long ways from me. Let's see here. No, don't see anything on that page. I found 2 of them. Does anybody else know does anybody else know the other one's name? Okay, thank you. Random Appalachian American female. Then there is Layla Centinello. I'll have to type that in. Layla. I can get that part pretty easy, but that last name, Centinello. Let me type in her name here. Just see. L-A. Oh, first name popped up there. Let's see. This right here says, have you seen Layla Santinello? So I'm imagining that's what she looks like. Is that right? Is that what she looks like right there? Somebody confirm that with me before we say it says. Yeah. Man, wait a minute, right here. That's actually yeah, hold on just a second. That was a video that I'm not allowed to play on here. Right here. Here we go. That's a little, get off there, letters, words, whatever you are. Come on now. There we go. That's a little bit better, a picture. And I'm going, and yeah, this one, yeah, I actually remember this picture right here. She's been actually missing since June. Man, that's so crazy. Like, where are these people going? Where are they going? Come on, where are they going? A lot of people know where they're going. A lot of people know how it's going on, and it's got to be happening right in front of your eyes, and nobody's saying nothing. Somebody's got to speak up. People are going to have to start talking. Really. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to find all 3. All right, there's that one right there. I'm going to share all 3 of these if you follow me. And I will take them off from let's see. I'm not. Man, I don't know who these people are. So if they've got if there's any kind of money attached to these, I'm not sharing that because I think people's got evil, ulterior motives when it comes to that right there. I'm gonna share the ones that's just straight up what it is. Make sure it ain't got no money links in it. What kind of page is this? I don't know how I don't know if this is I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the pictures. I'm going to take all the pictures, and I'll have to do it. See, Chris Webb, that's exactly right. Well, random Appalachian American female. That's where, yeah, we're really close. We are neighbors. Just say it like that. Chris Webb says we got illegals that traffic these girls, and they don't care about life, and that's exactly right. I mean, a lot of this. Guys, you can actually see, you've seen it on the news. You've watched it on the news. These men that's doing this, they walk right across with their backpacks and their gear and all that. You've seen it. That's some of these people. Chris is exactly right. That's some of the people that's doing this stuff, man. And you say, oh, man, it ain't happening. They're not doing it around me. They're not doing it. Yeah, yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's happening. A lot of it's happening, and you don't know nothing about it. A lot of it's probably passing right beside you as you're driving down the interstate coming home from work, or you drove this evening to go get you a 12-pack of Mountain Dews. You drove right past them and didn't even know it. It's happening, I promise. You cannot look at the numbers and the statistics for it to say it's not happening where you're at, because it's impossible. It's really impossible. And I mean, when you think about the money that these people have, these cartels and all these illegals and, yeah, man, the cartels and the oatmeal government that's supposedly up there right now, they're involved in this as well. It's if you knew the real story, if you knew the deep story, your brain probably wouldn't be able to handle it. But I promise you, it's happening around you. I promise you, all around you. They got to be more we could do. They got to be more. I mean, and look, I know we're not going to stop it. No, but could we? Maybe save a few and prolong it. Maybe. I think maybe we could. Chris Webb, yeah, Catholics are the biggest in this game too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And they use it as a safe gate, basically. Is in a lot of situations, and it ain't. These kids ain't safe at all. Deborah Henry says, I actually saw it back in 2006, but wasn't sure what I was seeing, but knew something wasn't right, though. Yeah. Guys, it's happening. It's happening right here, right where I'm at, right where you're at. It's happening, guys. I promise. I'm going to try. I'm trying to find them. I know I got some piece of hardwood there. Piece of hardwood up in there. Get this rolled back up a little bit. I don't want to get it too big, but I ain't going to get it fired back up just a little bit. I don't know about where you're at, but it got so beautifully warm here today, up in the 70s. But I tell you, at night time, look how easy that box is chips off there, dry rotting. When you pull it, it pops some pieces like that. Don't ever try to put something in it, because I promise the bottom will fall out. I'll show you right here. Watch this. I'm going to poop this baby right up here. If it don't poop up before I get to. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, goodness gracious. Chris, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's like cussing me right there. That's just cuss words. Goodness gracious, that's cold. I'm glad for the heads up, folks. Yeah, I knew there's some cold temperatures. Hey, let me ask y'all something else. What y'all think about? I watched last night, and y'all know I say all the time I'm like a weather geek. That burnt my hand there pretty good. And I was watching last night that hurricane down there in Acapulco, Mexico, or something like that. I don't know if that's how you say it. I don't know how you say that. But I watched this hurricane. Actually, let me take that back. I watched this tropical storm, literally, and it wasn't far from the coast. Like when this happened, it was just hours. I watched it literally go from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane in hours, just in a matter of hours. Did anybody else see that? And I don't know what it did because I ain't paid much attention to it, but I watched that happen last night. And anybody else see that happen? And then, well, answer that question first, and then I'll ask the next question. Because I've seen hurricanes and tracked them and followed them and studied them, and I've been interested in them. Let's just say it like that. I've been interested in them my whole life. Anybody else see that? I don't know what that even means. Did anybody else see that hurricane? That was actually, it was honestly a tropical storm first, and then it turned into a Category 5. It's crazy. Like, did anybody else see that happen? Hold on, man. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce them words. I guess that's why That's why I'm not from there, because I would never be able to say it the way I'm supposed to, the right way. That right. My question is, have you ever seen that happen ever? Let's do this right here. Oops. The way people get putting time out there. I've not saw one spin up that fast in hours. Like most of the time when they're out there spinning like that, it takes a lot of heat from the water. Temperature's got a big thing to it. If there's a lot of heat, and that gives that more moisture, and it builds. Last night that happened so fast, like, yeah, Michelle, I know exactly what you're talking about. I did the same thing. And anytime there's tornadoes and stuff, I'm trying to, be on that if I can. But it was, I agree with random Appalachian American females that it was created because there's HAARP. They got HAARP. That's a real thing. And you people, I see a lot of people on there posting about the chemtrails and all that stuff. And when they're throwing that aluminum and all this stuff in the air, and then they throw an electrical charge to it. I think sometimes it gets out of hand. They don't realize what they've done, and they don't know how to do it. Fire, yeah, that's right, Chris. Fire up a laser beam and boom, weather changes. That's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. I just have never seen a hurricane. I've never seen. Let me take that back, because I keep saying it backwards. I've never seen a tropical storm go from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane in a few hours. I've never saw that. Yes, have I seen some big hurricanes? Yes, but I watched them literally grow into a 1, to a 2, to a 3. This went from a tropical storm, basically. Tropical storm, Cat 5. I mean, there was no, you know what I'm saying? Like if you watch, I'm a weather geek, but if you look on the map, it's usually got like a little hurricane symbol for 1 and then a little one for 2, and it shows you where it gained momentum each time. Now, maybe the meteorologist was just wrong, but what I seen was literally a tropical storm, and it just jumped from that to Cat 5. No, I don't know. I've never seen that before. Yeah, Chris, I seen that size of volleyball. It was the hail balls the size of our heads, bigger, the size of volleyballs that fell in Italy. I did see a video of that. It wouldn't matter if you had a helmet on during that. Like one of my things has been, well, if you're in a hailstorm, better wear a helmet. That'd take your whole head off, or sink it down in you like a turtle. Goodness gracious. Michelle, you're exactly right. Our government is our worst enemy. You're exactly right, especially right now. You're exactly right. They don't have nothing in their best interest. It's weird to me because when I go to the store, Um, I pay money to the government, and when I'm working, I pay money to the government. Only time they ever show up is when it's the tax time to get their money, But where are they ever at? Why don't we ever see them? I never see them nowhere. It's like they're secretive. It's a joke, is what it is. In my opinion, it's a joke. But I have not seen a hurricane do that. Yeah, and the book of Daniel does tell us that very thing is going to happen. It does. It sure enough does. And I can't remember where. Maybe I can remember it. Maybe I can't. Let's see here. Let me just get it right here for just a second. I can remember. I was reading somewhere in Revelations. I believe it talks about that a bit as well. Let's see. I know, right? Ezekiel. Come on, Ezekiel, Daniel. There we go. Yeah, let's just read. I'm just going to scroll. I'm not going to read nothing yet. I'm just scrolling with my eyes. But if I actually have to read it, maybe I will. Woo. I'm just scrolling through the book of Daniel right here, see? About what, Chris, about what chapter that starts at? And I'm just kind of scanning there to. Okay, I don't know if can y'all hear? Not offhand, I don't either, Chris. Y'all realize one day that there's a possibility you could be a ruler of a whole nation? You be a ruler of a whole nation. God will give you that kind of power when you get to heaven. Could be you. I know a lot of people think it's going to be them. They ain't going to make it to heaven. So there's a lot of people that like that. Sadly, they're just pretending. You know what? Let me go right back here in Revelations, because I'm pretty sure I was reading yesterday, or I can't remember if it was yesterday or earlier. Yeah, if you don't think that what's taking place around the world, right? I said the other night. I think I said on the other night. On a normal basis, there's anywhere from say 8 to 12 active volcanoes, and right now there's over 40. And the media is not talking about it, but in India is having huge floods. Like I'm talking, there was 2-story buildings that had windows coming in, water coming in the top windows, floods. And then Afghanistan just had a humongous earthquake that, for some reason, I hadn't saw it on my local media. They didn't tell me nothing about it. I had to find out other means. I actually had to change VPNs and find out ways like that. He said we will rule him as kings. That's exactly right. That's just a crazy thought to think that we could be rulers of whole nations one day, I'm a nobody. I know I'm a nobody. It's just amazing for me to think that. To think that I would even have, I've got to, whether I'm the ruler or not, I'm going to be seeing it. Somebody be standing beside me, and that part's amazing to me. I think that's amazing. I don't know how good. Morocco was flooded with too, and it's never been saved. There's a lot of stuff like that happening. A lot of stuff that that's never happened or has been unheard of, and now it's happening. I mean, if you remember, and the Bible tells us in the days of Noah, there was exactly them same things taking place. All the while, Noah was saying, "It's gonna come flood." Nobody listened. Nobody listened to him. Nobody listened to him. Well, I ain't gonna tell you it's gonna come a flood because God said that He'd never destroy the earth for that again. But see that right there? See that fire right there? I got a pretty good idea this could be destroyed like that. And then after that's happened, it's gonna be all new. It's gonna be all made new. I think. I mean, you know, I can go out my view of anytime really, and it's a magnificent view, and I can't imagine what that view is going to look like, the heavenly view like that. It's going to be literally breathtaking. It really will. We're going to get to see it. We're going to get to see it one day. Hey, who's got prayer requests? I know there's a lot of people out there that's. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna check. Hold on. I gotta check on something here. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm still here, guys. I promise. I'm still here. I'm still here. I just gotta. I had to answer. That message right there real quick. I didn't hear anything. So it couldn't have been too close. Yep. No, and Chris says, "Yep, no water to be found, just land. The earth won't be the same after 1,000 years of peace." That's exactly right. Michelle says, "Keep your eye on Israel. The four blood moons was warning to Israel of war, then came war. Israel, apple of God's eye." That's exactly right. Man, and it blows my mind. It's sad to see all these people that's literally your neighbors that's standing against Israel. And we've seen that in the streets. Like, I believe a lot of America was really shocked by that. They didn't expect it. But that's what happened that's what the colleges has done to these kids. That's what's happened. Thank your local college. Trust me, I got one right over here next to me. It's trash. Just trash. Absolutely trash. They don't even need to be, none of these colleges need to be standing. They need to be gutted and redone from the inside out and learn, have an actual trade in there, have a mechanics class, have a truck driving class, have a welding class, have woodworking class, have real trades, electricians, plumbers, all the stuff that the world needs, and not this prissy junk. But you can see what y'all stay right there. I'll be right back. I'm coming back, y'all. I made it back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, you get a text and supposedly people hearing gunshots. And I did. I'm pretty sure, like where we're up on this hill, I'm pretty sure maybe one of the sheriff's departments or police departments or something, they're having some kind of training going on right now because, well, where they do that's not real far off. And them boys are having some fun right now. They're lighting the woods up. Or, well, it's either that or something crazy's going on. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I did hear, hey, random Appalachian American female, hey, happy birthday to your sister. You have a good night there. I appreciate you being here. I'm trying to read a few of these comments. But good night. Jens went. Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna get a text saying they heard gunfire, and I'm not gonna play with that. I'll make sure everything's good because you never know, man. You've seen how they did it in Israel. I'll keep looking up the sky. You can get one of them paragliders. You can get a brand new one of them things for about $800. And all them people care about is getting off the ground. Once they get off the ground, they don't care. They land into you to take you out. That's the kind of people we're dealing with. But yeah, I'm always looking everywhere. But who's got any prayer requests? Try to not make this one longer than an hour if I can help it. Y'all see, fires are going good now. It's hot. Yeah, well, it ain't too hot because you can see the candle. It ain't too hot. That's just because I ain't put no big pieces of hardwood in there to keep it solid. It's been getting big, little. But anyway, who's got some prayer requests? We'll have a word of prayer. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Your aunt, absolutely. Lisa, absolutely. I got some lost in my family. Honestly, I got some friends that well, they think they're on the right track, but they're not. They're far off. You know, the devil's sly, man. He'll tell you exactly what you want to hear. You know, he'll tell you exactly. He knows your weaknesses. He knows how to exactly slide in at that exact moment when you're the weakest, and then that's when he's going to start attacking and get your brain to start thinking it's negative, and it just snowballs. It snowballs. That's how it's how it works. So don't let the devil in, you know. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen or not, but there's a few that came in these comments being smart alecks, this and that. One got a 10-minute break. I don't even know what happened to him. And then the other one, I put that one on 24 hours. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of them, man. I don't do this for the clicks and the likes and all that. That ain't why I do this. I don't care if you like me or not. If the truth's known, I probably don't like you either. I mean, if you want to know the truth about it. Feelings is mutual. So, difference is I'm not going to come to your YouTube channel and waste my time, first off, on anything to just try to mess with you, this and that, because I'm not one of them. You'll get bounced out, and I'm just going to keep continuing on what God's telling me to do, okay? So, that's a difference. Probably the big difference between me and you is that I'm trying to follow what God wants and go down God's road where you're listening to the devil. There's a big difference. So I didn't want to do a video today. But like I said, the devil told me that. Devil told me that. Hello, Malia. How you doing, sister? Good to see you. Good to see you. Pray for America and Israel and Lisa's aunt lost those in the Hungary military. Some of the yep. Anybody that's in our military, especially our veterans, man. I know some veterans is going through they just been treated like trash, basically. They get sent all over the world and get blown up and yanked apart and pulled and prodded and everything else and come back and spit on. I mean, it's so sad. And like right now, where is it? New York, we got a big skyscraper up there that we had veterans in, and they kicked all the veterans out to the street and put these illegals in. Well, see this stuff right here? See it? See it right there? Y'all see it? Y'all see it right there? See it? See? That's what it needs to be in the morning. I had to solve that problem real quick. I'm in the military, and me and my buddies want a crusade. Hey, B-Rex, I'm telling you right now, I appreciate your service. Thank you so much. And I'm telling you right now, that's all really America would have to do. is just turn our veterans loose and say, have at it, boys. And now, just trust me, I'm going to be volunteering to help all I can. But that's all we'd really have to have, is because there's enough of them. There's enough of them. There's more than enough of them. And I agree with you, buddy. I agree with you. I know all about being pissed off, trust me, or frustrated. Wait, we got to say it in the proper grammar there. Frustrated. It's frustrating. Yeah. It's frustrating. I know all about it. I know all about that mess. You know, when you have the harassment that just I have alone, that should piss everybody off. When they've been to your house as many times as they've been to my house over January 6th, just going up there standing for truth and freedom. The funniest thing about it to me was that was really seemed to be the only rally they cared about. They didn't care about the first one was Charlottesville. They didn't care about that one. They didn't care that I got knocked upside the head with the brick at that one, face all bloody. There was never any question about that rally right there, you know. Or honestly, and the other ones from that one to January 6th, there was never any question. It was just all about January 6th. B-Rex, Chris Webb right there he's been through that, man. He knows all about it. That's who you need to talk to right there about all that stuff, because it might not be what you want it to be once you get there. Then again, I mean, that might be right up your alley. I don't know, buddy. I hope whatever's the best, but I'm glad you're on our side. And if you listen to any elders, listen to that Chris W. right there, because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to this stuff. I don't. I'm just I just learn. I'm just a learner. Learn about all that stuff. That's exactly right, Michelle. She said, "Stay locked and loaded." In America, behind every blade of grass is a gun. That's right. Yeah, they're everywhere. Everywhere. Danny Campbell, how you doing? Yeah, the little yeah, America is the biggest. We are the biggest freestanding military in the world as American people, because of that, because we've not gave up our Second Amendment. And I won't. I'm ready. I'll die for mine. Chris says you never go home the same. Try to never go to war. That's right. Yeah, I would. Sadly, the way this is looking right here, though, I mean, you got the same warmongers that's been in there for 20, whether it be 20 years or all the way up to where this bag of oatmeal is 40-some years. They know exactly what to do to get in there and push them buttons to make that almighty dollar for Americans getting killed and then other countries getting wiped off the earth. And we allow it. I don't know. I would like to see everybody get along, but sadly, in order for this book right here to fully play out, this stuff has to happen. So I recommend you be ready so you don't have to worry about it. Be ready for the worst. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best, right? No, I doubt very seriously, but no, he ain't gonna give us nothing. No. He said we're on our own. What you got already is what we got. They ain't gonna give us nothing. I'm just letting y'all's comment. Yeah, I know y'all talking to each other there. I was just letting y'all talk there. We're getting ready to have a word of prayer, guys. Yeah, y'all talking military lingo. I ain't got all that down. I have a word of prayer, guys. Y'all just
Heavenly Father, God, Lord, as we bow in your holy presence, Lord, I want to thank you, Lord, for another night, God, of fellowship, God. Lord, I thank you, Lord, just for the opportunity, God, to be able to bring up your name, God, in a video, Lord. I pray, God, Lord, there be somebody here, God, tonight that don't know you, Lord. Maybe somebody there that is backslid, God. Maybe they used to know you well, God, and now they just turned their back on you, Lord. I pray, God, maybe something I've said, Lord, or maybe something somebody's typed in these comments, God, will bring them back to you tonight, God. Lord, we know, God, Lord, that the Bible has to be fulfilled, God. Lord, I pray, Lord, for the ones, God, that's questioning, Lord, they got any kind of alteration in their mind, Lord. I pray, God, Lord, that you would clear that up for them, God. Lord, give them that little bit of extra wisdom, God. They need to fill in that little missing piece, God, Lord, so they'll be able to understand exactly what you're trying to get them to do, God. Lord, I pray, God, Lord, that you help us all, God, to be more obedient to you, God. Lord, just to listen to you, Lord, and listen for your guidance, Lord. Pray, God, Lord, you keep the devil, God, just keep him away from us, God, Lord. Keep the mighty shield of God up, Lord, against him, Lord. Just keep him from being able to weasel his way in, Lord, into our minds, God. Lord, I pray, God, there be anybody sick, God, anybody with any kind of sickness, God, in their body, Lord. I pray, God, Lord, you just reach in there tonight, Lord, and just heal them, God, if that be your will, God. Lord, I pray, God, Lord, for all over the world, Lord, all the wars and all everything, the flooding and the tornadoes and the hurricanes, all the stuff that's going on, God. I pray, Lord, that for your people, God, you real Christians, God, you reach in there, Lord, and just give them comfort, God, and just let them know, Lord, it ain't much longer, God. Lord, I pray, God, if there be somebody, like I said, Lord, that'd be lost. Lord, I got family members, God, you know that are lost, God. I pray, Lord, I got friends, Lord, that are lost, Lord. I pray, God, there'd be something, maybe something happened to change in their life, Lord. If you have to bring them down to a rock bottom, Lord, I pray that you do that, God, if that be your will, Lord. I pray, God, Lord, you forgive us, God. Forgive me, God, of my sins, Lord. Forgive us, God, where we failed you, Lord. Deliver us, God, from the evil one, Lord. In Jesus' name, I do humbly pray. Amen. Guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in as long as you did there. Hey, yeah, B-Rax, you and Chris right there need to talk back and forth. He'll put you in the right direction there, buddy. He will not steer you wrong. I'll vouch for that. I've known him quite a while now, so he'll get you in down the road you need to be on there. But guys, look, I think night's number 8, and like I said, we're gonna shoot for 10. So tomorrow evening, probably around this time, something like that. Be back. Y'all have say a prayer for our country, say a prayer for that bag of oatmeal they call president, say a prayer for our veterans, say a prayer for these missing people that's just come up and gone missing, man. They gotta be a, I don't know what you call it, they gotta be a deterrent or something to try to stop some of this. I just don't understand it. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. Oh man, God bless you if you do, B-Rax. It might go to Syria to have to help with Israel. Whew. God bless y'all if you do, man. Hey, come right here anytime. We'll pray for you. We'll pray for you, buddy. We got you back right here. But really, talk back and forth to Chris there. He won't steer you wrong. But y'all stay prayed up. Really prayed up. You better. The devil's sly, and he knows he ain't got much time left. He's doing all he can to try to get you. Don't let him win tonight, or tomorrow, or the next day. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Look, I love you. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow sometime.